Aries, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be reading the astrology chart for you today and letting you know where the planets are and how they may be affecting you this week. I'm also going to be pulling tarot for your weekly reading for this week. So let's get started, Aries. Okay, at the moment in the chart, as you can see in the top corner, we are looking like a bit of a locomotive pattern in the chart, and this is being driven by Mars in Leo. So this is meaning that we have to play our Mars very well because it's leading the train around the track with all the planets following closely behind. Now this is being followed at the end by Mercury's energy in Sagittarius, and this is meaning that it's having to keep all those carriages in line. Therefore, what this is meaning is that Mercury is very important, and Mercury governs communication, learning, questioning. It can be advertising and sales. So these are really important attributes to keep things on track this week, driven by all that extra energy given by Mars. So we've got all this abundance of energy to be able to achieve here this week, but we need to be able to make sure that we've got the knowledge, questioning what needs to be questioned, and the communication drive and marketing is very important over this current week. Now in your house, no changes, Aries. We still have Chiron, the wounded healer. Now we do also have the North Node sitting here in your first house, which it has been for 18 months. It's about to move into Pisces. It moves backwards, so it's going into Pisces in 2 weeks time, so it won't be sitting here much longer, so make use of it while it's here. What it governs is what your purpose in this life is. Now it can be something that feels uncomfortable for you, uncomfortable situations, things that you need to have to work through in this life, given that it's sitting next to Chiron, the wounded healer, which brings in the wounds from the past that you're needing to work through in this life. And the North Node is about achieving and your soul mission for this life. So those two have been working hand in hand for you, giving you little obstacles or perhaps little breadcrumbs of what it is that you're meant to be doing with your life and your purpose, even things that you have to work through. Now it's not always a comfortable placement, the North Node, but it does indicate things that you're needing to learn in this lifetime. So hopefully you've had some really good missions and some good lessons over this last 18 months, but as I said, this is about to come to an end. So taking a look also now what is trining you in the planets, it is the beginning of the locomotive, which is Leo and Mars in Leo, energy of stamina, strength, can be competition and conflict. This energy it talks about extra energy for you. It can be extra motivation, it can be also impulsiveness as well. So this energy is coming in and you've got to know how to use it and what to do with it. Now being in Leo, it's indicating that this is beautiful light for being able to shine as a leader. It can be showing your leadership skills to others, or being able to stand up and say, yes, I can take the lead here and I can do this. It can also be about generosity and giving to others as well. Now it's also, the energy is here to help you, Aries, because it's trining your sign with the fire signs. Also at the back of the locomotive is Mercury. Mercury is in Sagittarius, and Mercury energy is also here to help you over this current week. So that means it is all about that communication, that advertising, marketing, those kind of skills, learning new things, questioning things. Very important over this time. Now today we have the moon in your chart, in Sagittarius, which is trining your energy. So the moon wants to help you find emotional fulfillment, and alongside sitting closely with the Mercury is indicating that it needs to find emotional fulfillment by communicating with another person. So communicating, perhaps planning adventures with another person. It could be getting excited or putting your heart into your plans for adventure for next year. Perhaps you're making those plans now. Now looking at the what we've got here on the cards for you, we've got here I've got some healing and recovery you can see on the table here from my personal predictions card deck. It is saying that you're needing to really focus on healing and recovery, and I feel that is related to that Chiron wounded healer that is in your first house if you are an ascendant Aries. If you're not an ascendant Aries, it still affects you because it's sitting on your moon or your sun natal chart. So it's saying that you're needing some healing at the moment and in recovery. Now it's wanting us to focus on the Taurus energy and what is going on in Taurus, but I feel it's also wanting you to find a bit of contentment and peacefulness in your life. You can be quite driven and motivated, and having this energy of Mars that is helping you, this Mars energy in Leo, it's quite a big boost of energy, but it can be quite strong, intense energy. So the Taurus is just indicating that it wants you to find some kind of peacefulness or contentment in your life here. Now I'm looking over here to see what is going on in Taurus, and it's still just Uranus. Uranus is in Taurus, and that is indicating that it's needing to find your place in the world, find your uniqueness, and do what it is that makes you happy, makes you content and peaceful. So this is the energy that's coming on for you over this current week as we go into the new year. Now we have this 10 of Pentacles in the reverse position, just asking you just to be aware of any losses. It could be over that you've faced in the past year as we're moving into the next year, and it's asking you to cut your losses with anything that you've invested on, or something to do with what you've done over 2024 moving into 2025. So here it's also saying be very careful where you place your money here, because we've got this on the table over the next current week. You may also be lost not just of money, it can be loss of certain things. You may forget where you put your sunglasses or your keys, or it could be some kind of loss of some physical item here. Just be aware of that over the current week. Now we've got the Ace of Cups in the reverse position. Normally means that you've drained yourself, your cup is empty, you're needing to revitalize, you're needing to go within, find peace and contentment, and do a little bit of healing and recovery over this time, because your cup is feeling a little bit empty, a little bit drained. Sitting right next to another healing card, we've got the Three of Swords in the reverse position, and that is indicating that you do need some healing at this time, particularly around your heart. Your heart needs healing, or your emotions need healing. Now it could be very strong today, the 30th of December. This reading is going from the 30th of December through to the 5th of January, and it could be very strong while we've got that moon in trining energy to you today on the 30th of December. So we've got some Three of Swords in the reverse position, indicating that you are in healing from things of the past, or given the Chiron energy, or things that have happened to you over 2024. You need to heal your heart from those things, cut your losses there, try to work through those things. So it's a very emotional time, I can feel that, and it's saying, and in the most delicate way possible, it's saying that you're healing over some kind of loss here, possibly for some of you, not everybody, but that is showing on the cards here. Now I am also seeing the Devil is in the reverse position, and it wants to liberate you from almost like the energy of what is going on in Taurus. Taurus has Uranus, the planet Uranus, which is all about liberation. It is all about cutting the ties that bind you. It's about freedom, finding freedom in your life, finding ways that you can feel content and free without being tied down by responsibilities or things that you're not really interested in. But the Devil in the reverse is saying that it wants to liberate you from your vices or your addictions, or perhaps just the things that make you feel restricted or bound. It wants to release you from that energy. So thank you so much for joining me, Aries. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I will see you again next week. For Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs, I'm going to be reading the chart for you, astrology chart, letting you know where the planets are and how they may be affecting you this week. I'm also going to be pulling cards from my tarot deck to give you a message for the week ahead. So having a look in your sign first of all, Taurus, we've still got Uranus there. There's no other changes. So we've got this Uranus energy wanting you to be liberated and free from the burdens that you face. Now I am also seeing here, just taking a look at what is trining your energy. We've got here to help you is the Sun at the moment. Sun has entered Capricorn. We are in Capricorn season. So this energy is trining your energy and here to help you. This could be bringing in extra vitality. It could also be bringing in ways that to show you how you shine in the world. It could be showing you how you feel fulfilled in your life by what you do or who you are. And it's asking you to bring those things into the focus and forefront of what you're doing. Now, we do have on the table an unexpected expense from my predictions deck. It's just indicated you just need to be aware that there may be some things coming up maybe in this week or coming up soon that you weren't expected to additional costs or expenses, so just be aware of that as you're going through this current week. Now, it's also saying we've got a little bit of energy here about commitment or betrayal, so it could be indicating energy around marriages or partnerships being in the forefront here, or issues around people that have betrayed you in the past could be coming to light over this time as well. Looking at the planets that are squaring you at the moment, we have got Mars in Leo, which is squaring your energy at this time. So in Leo, we have got, for you Taurus, that's your 4th house. This is your house around house and family. So it could be extra energy coming in around house and family. Putting extra effort will be required in these areas, but it can also be conflicts as well. It can be competitiveness around family at this time. So these things can be highlighted as well. But it is saying that there is a level of energy that's being put into your home and your family over this week. Now, also I'm feeling here we've got, if I'm looking at the other placements, we've got Pluto in Aquarius that is also squaring you. So Pluto in Aquarius for you is your 10th house, and this energy is wanting to make great changes and transformations in your career, in your job, or in what you do in your life role here. So we've got this energy now. It's going to be 20 years in this sign, so it will be here for a long time. So it is asking you to be transparent here with the 7 of Swords in the reverse position. So perhaps there's a level of transparency needed in your career or in your job or in your family and home life, as I'm looking at what is squaring you on the chart at the moment. So also here for the week ahead, we're looking at a little bit of hardship with the 5 of Pentacles, indicating maybe feeling a little bit left out or feeling like there may be a little bit of struggles. Now, I'm feeling it can be related to the unexpected expenses that could be coming up. So these are things that you may be having to deal with over this current week. Having to be very transparent about where the money goes here as well, or why you're getting yourself into the position that you're getting into over this current week. Now, not for everybody, but I am showing you what energy is on the table here, both in the astrology chart as well as the tarot that's on the table at the moment. Wheel of Fortune is indicating that in the upright position that things go around in cycles, so it's not always going to be the difficulties that you may be facing here are temporary, and things do keep turning, so the wheels keep turning, and you won't be stuck in this energy. But it is indicating that there could be some kind of, it could even be physical hardship, even if it's not financial. It could be physical in your body. There could be difficulties in motivation or your body here as well. Transparency with the 7 of Swords is indicating that you're needing to be aware of your position, people around you who you need to keep your eye on, those kind of things. I'm feeling, because the 7 of Swords is usually about a defensive position, defending yourself when it's in the upright position, but it is in the reverse position, indicating that you personally need to be transparent about how you act around others, how you affect other people, I feel as well. Now, if you're feeling difficulties around you, some struggles or some hurdles, then it can further spread throughout your family or people close to you, because your energy affects other people's energy. That's what I'm feeling here with these cards here right now. Now, we've got the Emperor in the upright position showing authority. I'm feeling that you're needing to make a stand here to sort these things out. You're responsible for the situation that goes on around you, and you're the only one that can get you out of that situation. So it's about taking responsibility for your actions and about being the one that stands up and says, okay, 2025 is going to be a better year for me. I'm going to set plans in motions for this. I'm going to get those wheels turning, get that wheel in my favor, and I'm going to make the decisions that I need to make things better for 2025. So thank you for joining me, Taurus. I will see you again next week. Welcome Gemini, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be looking at the astrology chart for you today, letting you know where the planets are at the moment and how they may be affecting you over this current week. I'm also going to be pulling tarot for you today for your message for the week ahead. So let's get into your reading, Gemini, as I take a look at what is going on in your house. We've got still the Jupiter sitting there, the planet of luck, expansion and growth, still sitting in your first house. So this could also be indicating any kind of anything expanding. It's not just, it is generally considered a benefic planet, which means it is favorable, but it can also indicate expanding and growing any situation. So it's not just the good things, it's the bad things as well. And I'm feeling here we've got this card on the table, which is Justice in the reverse position, indicating that you may feel unvalidated or that a level of injustice has occurred around you. Now we've got this beliefs and ethics on the table as well. This is the ninth house, and the ninth house does rule legal matters. It does rule matters of morals. Justice as well is indicated by the ninth house, and it is on the table here. So for some of you it could be indicating that you're facing some kind of legal system or legal matter, contracts as well. You may be feeling like you need to be released from a certain contract coming up. You may be getting struggles around something that you've entered into here as well, because we've got this Justice in reverse, saying that you feel like it's been unjustified, either how you've been treated or a contract that you've entered into could feel like it has been unfair or out of balance or unjust in some way, and you're trying to get out of that. So the Eight of Swords in the reverse position is trying to release you from these what you've got yourself into, or this contract that you've entered into. Now I am feeling that because of the ninth house is all about the ethics and the values and beliefs as well. Now it can also be values and beliefs and ethics can also be things like religions as well. It can cover this area. So, and it could be feeling certain things may feel unfair to you, or may feel trapped by your beliefs here as well, because we're feeling trapped in some way. So there could be these things coming to light about how we've been raised, programming, things, values like traditional values could feel like some things around that could feel unjust, or feel like it's entrapment, or you're trapped in the traditional values or values of how you were raised, particularly when it comes to morals, ethics or religion. Here. Now we've got a Page of Pentacles in the reverse position is indicating that there's a temporary time, maybe over this week, that things aren't really moving forward. You've kind of come to a bit of a stop. There's no progress being made. Now it could just be because it's the time of the year. A lot of businesses shut down over this time, and it is feeling like things are not moving or happening very fast. Could be related to this stuff here, but it could just indicate that generally not much is happening over this time when it comes to trying to move forward with something. Now the moon is indicating that you need to be clear here. Go into any contracts, especially that you're going into, with very open eyes here. Don't be blinded by the situation. This is not just contracts, it's any situation. Go in with your eyes open. Don't be blinded, and make sure you're very clear on the terms of whatever you're engaging in, whether that is a contract or whether that is general interactions with people. Be very aware of what the intentions are of the people around you, because you're showing me a level here of being blind, being not having your eyes open when you're going into things, and perhaps getting yourself into a bit of a unbalanced or unfair situation. Now taking a look at the chart here to see what else is going on, as I said, I have looked in here, and we've got this energy around family and home. So let me see, Gemini, as I look into your opposition house. Sorry, I haven't read your chart properly yet, Gemini. I'm just still thinking about Taurus. As I take a look at Gemini, we still have Jupiter there, the planet of luck, expansion and growth. Across from you in your 7th house, if you're a Gemini ascendant, we have got Mercury sitting over there in Sagittarius, and this is indicating that there's some communication needed within partnerships, needed within relationships, very important over this week. Also today, the 30th of December, there may be a bit of, we've got the moon sitting there, so there's either some emotional overwhelm or needing to feel emotionally fulfilled here, and this could be coming up with deeper meaningful conversations. There's a communication within relationships that need to where you're getting your feelings heard. You're communicating your feelings at this time. So as I look over also at what else is going on for you, Gemini, I'm looking in at Pisces, bit tongue twisted today. Pisces energy, we not much changes there. We still have the energy of Saturn bringing in the hurdles and the obstacles around you in your role in life, your career, your job, your 10th house. If you are an ascendant Gemini, then we've got some struggles going on within your career. Now the Neptune that's sitting here also in this placement is indicating that you're needing to look, or you are looking at what you need to dissolve in when it comes to what you do in your life, what your public role is, your job, your career. You may be wanting to let go of certain aspects of that. Now over there's not a lot going over on in Virgo, so I'll take a look at what is trining your energy, what is here to help you. We've got the Pluto energy in Aquarius, and for you Gemini, this is your 9th house. This is your area of your beliefs, ethics and values, as you see here sitting with the 9th house. So showing me, because we've got the 9th house card on the table, that this is a very important placement for you Gemini. Now we've got Pluto that's recently just moved back into Aquarius, where it will be for 20 years, wanting to make great changes and transformations in your life around this area. This can be about your belief system, what you value, your morals, your ethics, but it can also be about how you find exploration or adventure in your life as well, also governed by the 9th house. So it's about what your plans are coming up for how you find adventure, perhaps travel overseas. It can be higher learning here as well. So these things are on the table and very important as you look into these things over the current week and consider what you want to be doing over the next 20 years, the next cycle of your life. Now also here we're looking at other air signs on the table. There's no other planet activity in the other air signs. So thank you for joining me Gemini. I will see you again next week. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead. Welcome Cancer, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs to your astrology and tarot reading for the week ahead. This reading will go from the 30th of December through to the 5th of January. So I'm taking a look at the astrology chart to let you know where the planets are at the moment and how they may be affecting you Cancer, and pulling your tarot cards for the week ahead to bring you your messages. Now on the table we already have completing a cycle, so it looks like you could, as we come to the year's end and the close of the year, you could be wrapping up different things in your life and looking at how far you've come, what you've achieved, and what you need to put an end to moving into 2025. There may be some things that you're wrapping up at the end of this year and you may not come back to them again. It may be the end of those things, the end of a cycle for you. Now we've got the the 8th house indicating that we're needing to share, give and take. It can be inheritances, it can be intimacy, it can be sharing yourself very deeply with another, also on the table and very important. But I'll take a look at where that is for you. And what is coming up for you Cancer. Your 8th house will be Aquarius, so this will be what is going on there is Pluto is sitting in Aquarius, wanting to make great changes and transformations. So it wants to transform your intimacy or how you share yourself deeply with another person. It can be also how you share your finances or your wealth, how you it's all about the sharing. It's all about the taboo topics as well, such as sexuality. Those kind of things are coming to light here. Now I'm talking about those because they're showing on the table as being very important at the moment, given that we've got the 8th house on the table. Now I'm looking into your tarot and it's saying that we've got the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse position, saying that this is energy of kind of like a Virgo energy about things having to be perfect. We've got perfectionism going on here with the 8 of Pentacles. Now 8 of Pentacles in the upright position is about building your skills and working very hard, but when it is in the reverse position, it's about wanting things to be perfect. Now this can actually cause a level of inflexibility to achievement because you won't let go of anything if you think it's not good enough to show the world. So this can cause some kind of inflexible thinking when it comes to achieving your goals or your ambitions here. So with this energy of perfectionism, so that's something that you may have to get in control of. Now the Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse position, and that is indicating that things feel like they've stalled a little bit over this current week. Could be given the time of year when a lot of businesses have closed down for the end of the year, and it could feel like you're not moving really forward with whatever it is that you're trying to achieve at this time. Now the Seven of Pentacles in the upright position is indicating that you need to be patient. Given that it is the end of the year, you need to be very patient. Perhaps there's things that you were waiting on to come through by the end of the year and they haven't quite arrived, but it is saying that maybe you're feeling a little bit inflexible about this, but you do have to consider that there's public holidays and there's things going on with shutdowns and closures at this time, so you just need to be patient at this time. It does feel like the wheel has stopped moving, even to the point where it feels like it's going backwards with this energy. So taking a look at the chart now to see what's going on here with you, Cancer. On the planets, Cancer's quite quiet at the moment. Over there in your opposition house of Capricorn, we've got the sun shining brightly over there, and this is shining brightly in your house of relationships and partnerships if you are a Cancer ascendant. So it's indicating that you're shining your light on what is going on within your relationships. It could be bringing extra energy or vitality within the relationships as well. Now I'm also looking in at the squaring planets for you, which is your Aries. In your Aries for you, Cancer is your 10th house. This is your career, your job, your public role, your life role, what you do in your life. Now this energy currently has the North Node, which is all about your mission in this life and having to feel like it could be difficult. It could feel like doing something that you're unfamiliar with. It can also feel like having to work through past traumas and deal and heal with those things. But the North Node will be moving out of Aries in 2 weeks time, so on the 15th of January. So this energy of having to feel like you're working through your life mission and how that is connected to your role in life, your job or your career, all tied up together, will be giving you some kind of relief. Now it could be that you've already achieved those things. You could be aligning your job, your career with your soul purpose, so your mission in life. Whatever you're meant to be doing in this life, it could have been aligned because this North Node has been sitting in Aries in your squaring position in the 10th house, career house, for 18 months. So over this time you may have worked through bringing into alignment what you're meant to be doing in your life, something that feels like it's fulfilling to you, feels like it's your mission in life, your soul's purpose, and aligning that with your career or your job or what you do. So very exciting energy that has taken place there with this this Aries energy, but the changes will be happening in 2 weeks. So hopefully you've been able to align that energy over that time. Thank you for joining me, Cancer. Hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I will see you next week. Welcome, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant signs. This tarot and astrology reading will go from the 30th of December through to the 5th of January, and I hope it brings you the messages you need for the week ahead. Now I'm going to be taking a look at the chart placements and letting you know which planets may be affecting you this week, and also pulling tarot for you for your message for the week ahead. Now looking in your sign, first of all, Leo, we've got Mars energy sitting there, bringing you that boost of energy, that vitality, that stamina and strength, and wanting to move forward. It's ambitious and motivated energy, wanting you to achieve and do over this week. It's action orientated while this energy is sitting there. Now if you're not using it in an actionable way, you're not actioning this energy of Mars, then it could feel like anxiety. It could feel like all this jittery energy that you just do not know what to do with. Now and we've got this competition energy going on in the tarot as well, given that this Mars can also bring a level of competition. It's a very sporty, active sign. It can bring active competition. Now Leo, taking a look there, over in your opposition position, we have got Aquarius, which has transformations from Pluto, wanting to make great changes and transformations within partnerships or relationships in your life. It'll be here for 20 years, so it doesn't mean it's going to happen this week, but it could be getting you to assess and take notice of what is going on. Now, this Mars energy is passion energy. Could be bringing in a level of passion here as well into your first house, where you're looking at how you're reciprocating or how you're using that energy within relationships there. Now, taking a look at your other signs, or what is here to try and help you. Trining energy or trining aspects will be the moon sitting in Sagittarius today, the 30th of December, bringing in a level of either heightened intuition or needing to find emotional fulfillment, finding it in a way of communication, deep and shared communication, as it sits there in Sagittarius. Sagittarius for you, Leo, is going to be your 5th house, and this is how you find fun, pleasure and creativity. So this energy that's sitting there is the moon bringing in this beautiful feminine energy, this energy of creativity and being able to find emotional fulfillment about being creative. But it can also be about finding emotional bonds within communication, because it's sitting next to Mercury there. Now, also here to help you and assist you is the Aries energy, and that has got the wounded healer, which has been there for some time in Aries, as you work through any past traumas and working through those situations. Now, for you, Aries is going to be your 9th house, and this is where your morals are, your ethics, your values. It can also be how you find adventure and travel or higher learning. So this is where you're working through those things, particularly can be around religion or your upbringing as far as the morals and ethics. Now, there could be some kind of trauma-based energy going on here that you're working through when it comes to upbringing, or religious values could be coming into play here. Now, we also have sitting here helping you and assisting you is the North Node in Aries. Now, this will only be here for 2 more weeks. It stays in a sign for 18 months, and it is moving on the 15th of January. So hopefully you've been able to bring this strong energy, this Aries energy of bringing in what lights you up here. Now, this is playing out, as I said, in your 9th house. It's been having to find your values, what your values are in this life, whether that is metaphysical, whether that's higher learning, whether that's religious-based values. It can be fairness and justice with the legal system, and it's really trying to bring that into your life in a strong way. This is what's been playing out for 18 months. As it moves forward, or it moves backwards actually, the North Node, it'll be moving into Pisces, so it will bring a little bit of relief here, but it has been able to help you hopefully over the last 18 months bring some kind of balance or harmony into your life around your mission, in what your mission is in your life. Now, looking at the cards on the tables for you, we've got the 10 of Wands in the upright position. Now, that is indicating that you're carrying a lot on your shoulders at the moment. You've got a lot of responsibilities, a lot of burdens, a lot of struggles going on around you, Leo. So it is showing me that there are some opportunities on the horizon with this Ace of Pentacles, and you just need to be very wary that you're not taking on more than you can carry here, because the 10 of Wands is saying you just keep putting more and more things on your to-do list, or more and more responsibilities falling on your lap. So just be very wary about the opportunities coming forward for you. Maybe you're needing to let some things go in order to be able to find some kind of balance here, because we've got this Justice card down the bottom here as well, indicating that you're needing to get some kind of balance, because when it's in the reverse position, it is indicated that things are unevenly weighed here. So perhaps it's like you carry a big part of the workload more than other people, so things keep getting put on your shoulders, and you probably have you're very capable, and that's why people keep loading you up. But it is indicating that you're trying to find some kind of justice or balance here in the way that things are distributed. Now, we've also got the 5 of Wands in the upright position, indicating either petty struggles, petty battles, or so a level of healthy competition. Can be unhealthy competition as well. It can be particularly going on with family members. It could be family or working, could even be relationships around you, but I'm feeling that there is slight competition. Now it could even be that that's what's causing you to take on more and more things, because you're kind of in a way competing with another person or looking what other people are doing, and therefore you're feeling like you need to be doing more. So there's this kind of level of injustice going on, or out of balance. So things feel a little bit out balanced. Maybe you feel like you're not doing enough. Maybe you're feeling like you're wanting to put on more things on your shoulders, take on more opportunities, do more things, have more opportunities presented to you. Now the Jupiter on the table here, it's saying this is higher truth, meaning higher truth. Now Jupiter also means expansion and growth, and it could be that you're expanding your vision, expanding what you're doing, taking on more opportunities, taking on more responsibilities here. Now we do have the vehicle transport card on the table, so it could be indicating that something's going on this week for you around transportations or vehicles. So thank you so much for joining me, Leo. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I will see you again next week. From Virgo, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs to your Tarot Astrology reading for the week ahead. This reading goes from 30th of December through to the 5th of January. So I'm going to be taking a look at the astrology charting, letting you know where the planets are at the moment and how they may be affecting you for the week ahead. I'm also going to be pulling tarot for you to give you your message for the week ahead. Taking a look at your chart, Virgo, I'm looking into your opposition because your first house is a little quiet there. So taking a look over at your opposition house here, we are looking in at Pisces energy, and this is all about going with the flow here. Energy, it could be related to relationships because it is your 7th house if you are a Virgo ascendant, and it is saying that Saturn is still sitting there. Saturn indicating needing to work hard in this area of your life, or having to work hard to put a lot of energy and effort into relationships or building strong relationships. Neptune sitting there is indicating that you're letting go or dissolving things that don't work within relationships. It could be strategies, or it could be things that you're needing to let go of with the way you think, or the things that you do, habits that you have within relationships. Now taking a look over here, Virgo, at what is here to help you, we're looking at your fellow earth signs, and that would be Capricorn. Capricorn is your 5th house, and we currently have the sun sitting there shining brightly, indicating that there is shining a light on this area of your life, or bringing extra vitality and strength to this area. Now it is Capricorn, so Capricorn's all about putting the work boots on. It's being achievement orientated. Now this energy here is important because it's on the table here. We've got the 5th house here. This is creativity, so the sun shining in this area is indicating that you could be getting extra bursts of creativity at this time. Now I want to take a look at your 4th house as well. This is your 5th house, creativity. I want to take a look at your 4th house, also Virgo, which is Sagittarius. Sagittarius has the moon sitting there at the moment. The moon is wanting to bring in on, it's here for today, the 30th of December, and then it moves on, but it wants to bring emotional fulfillment in your family or in your home situation. So you've got a lot going on around this area. Just also want to mention that the 5th house also acknowledges your pleasure in life and how you find enjoyment and fun, and this is saying that the sun is shining. The sun sitting here in this house is saying that you need to find more fun, more joy, more sunshine in your life at this time. Now we also have sitting over there in the 4th house of house and family is Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication, indicating that you may need to communicate with family members on situations, or you may find deep, meaningful conversations at this time, or needing to really sit down and get the truth out here, getting somebody to open up and share within family situations, or actually communicating what your growth or your plans are coming up into the future when it comes to your home situation or your housing situation. So taking a look at other planets here that's here to help you, we've got Uranus in Taurus, wanting you to not feel tied down or burdened, and wanting you to find your way, how you feel most unique energy at this time. So I am looking into your cards at the moment. We've got the Four of Cups in the reverse position, asking you just to adjust your perspective on a situation. Look at things from slightly a different perspective than what you have been viewing them. Could be related to your 5th house of fun and creativity, or could be related to your family and home situation. Now, the Hierophant in the upright position is all about traditions. It's about authority figures and about doing things by the book, or the way we've been programmed or indoctrinated to do. So it could be indicating that you're working through traditional values this week, or taking a look at things to do with schooling. It could be policing, it could be all those authoritarian kind of things, the legal system. It's all that kind of anything that indicates authority here is coming to light. Now, it could also indicate authority when it comes to family and home situations as well. 8 of Wands in the reverse position is bringing a level of frustrating, feeling like you're trapped in a situation, or needing to let go of ties that bind you. Now, because we've got the Uranus sitting in Taurus, that Uranus energy wants to help you. It wants you to take a look at where you feel trapped in your life, what is holding you back, and it wants to help you free you from that situation. Queen of Wands in the reverse position. Now, she's not sitting in her full power and full potential. So this energy here with this Queen of Wands, when she's sitting in her full power, she is magnetic, she's charismatic. Things and people are drawn to her because of her energy. But when she's sitting in the reverse position, it's repelled. So it could be that you're not attracting like you normally do, or you could feel like you're not manifesting like you normally do, or you're not attracting potential opportunities like you normally would. It could also indicate a level of jealousy. It does say jealousy here, so that is another negative trait of the Queen of Wands when she's not sitting in her full power. So just be aware of that. You need to get things back on track in that situation. You need to stand in your own power, light up whatever situation is, and use your magnetic energy to attract positivity, not attract negativity like it is when it's sitting in the reverse position. So thank you so much for joining me, Virgo. I will see you again next week. From Libra, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs to your Astrology Tarot reading for the week ahead. I'm going to be reading the astrology chart for you today and letting you know where the planets are and how they may be affecting you this week. I'm also going to be pulling tarot for you for your message for the week ahead. Now, the cards on the table, Libra, is the first house. So it's saying it wants to make this reading all about you. It's all about, and this could be how you're feeling over this week. It's about wanting to put yourself first, or wanting others to put you first for a change. Now, there's strategy going on here with the Knight of Swords in the upright position. And it is saying that you need to think about the situation and be very strategic with your words or your thoughts here when it comes to especially how other people see you. It can be your outlook here, being the first house. First house can indicate how you view the world, your lens you view it from, your outlook and how you see the world, but it can also be how other people see you as well, being the first house energy here. Now, we've got the Devil in the reverse position, indicating that you need liberation or freedom from certain situations or people around you. You could feel like some people around you feel very dominating, and you're needing just to give yourself a little break from that situation. I am also feeling like needing to cut cords from energy that feels like it's holding you down, or feels like it's draining you in some way. So I feel there's some kind of energy going on around you, or people, I say people, not energy, some kind of people that feel like they're hard work, or they feel like they're draining you a little bit. So you may need to cut some cords here. Now, it may be that you've tried to help them, you've given your energy over, but there's still, you haven't closed that portal of energy off, and it feels like they continually drain you in that way. So it's just saying a little bit of cord cutting is necessary here, or pull your power back. So it's saying you need to put it out to the universe that you pull all your power back to you now, and repeat that 3 times, because I feel like you're needing to liberate yourself from cords here, is what I'm feeling with this energy. Now, we've got this renewed passion on the table as well here for you, Libra. So it could be renewed passion within a relationship. Things could be beautiful energy coming in around relationships for you, Libra, where you really feel attracted to the people that are in your life in some way, or take a look at how what attracted to you, that person to you in the first place. So this could be also renewed passion for what you do. It could be your job, your career, or it could be a renewed passion in some kind of hobby, or taking something back up that you used to do and used to love. Now, looking at the chart here, what's going on, Libra, across from you in your, since we're talking about renewed passion and relationships, I'm going to take a look at your 7th house of Aries, and over there we've got the wounded healer, Chiron the wounded healer, sitting there, has been there for some time, working through past traumas that relate to relationships in your life, and how things you've dealt with in relationships, and having to work through those traumas. Now, it also has the North Node sitting here across from you in your 7th house, your relationship house. North Node is all about your mission in this life, your sole purpose, what you came here to do. It can feel complicated, it can feel difficult, because it's something you're not so experienced with. Now, this relates around relationships, so it can be you're coming into this life, or at the moment this North Node is showing that relationships play a very important part of your life mission. Now, it is only going to be here for another 2 weeks in this position. North Node stays in a sign for 18 months, and then it moves backwards. It travels backwards through the astrology chart, and it will be moving into Pisces on the 15th of January. So it will not affect you as much as what it is affecting you right now. So hopefully you've been able to incorporate relationships in your life as part of what your mission is in this life. Now, taking a look here at the what he is here to help you, Libra, we've got the energy of Jupiter in Gemini, a fellow air sign, and this Jupiter energy is expansive energy, it's lucky energy, it's growth energy. So while the Jupiter is sitting in Gemini, it brings in big opportunities, or opportunities for things to grow and expand here. But it can also be opportunities for you to all things to expand in your life, so you take notice of them, good or bad, whatever that is, for you to just take notice of what's going on. But Jupiter wants to help you. It wants you to grow certain parts of your life, or expand certain parts of your life as it sits in Gemini. This is your 9th house, so this is all about how you explore the world, how you find adventure. It can be higher learning, it can be religion, could be important at this time as well. You may find certain aspects of religion, or expanding and growing your thoughts around philosophy, including astrology, tarot reading. That's all part of metaphysical or your philosophy thinking. It can be religion or philosophy or metaphysical subjects. You're expanding your knowledge on these situations. Now, looking at the other cards, we've got the Ace of Wands, bringing in brand new energy of inspiration, relates to this renewed passion. It's this fire energy that's coming in, creative energy. Now, creative energy is usually in the 5th house. House energy for you is Aquarius, so it is here to help you, here to guide you, and that is where I would have been reading next. It's a trining aspect. It is the energy of Pluto. Pluto brings in great changes and transformations in your life. Now, this is occurring in your 5th house. Creative energy, brand new creative inspirational energy coming into your life, something that you may be getting into that will last for around 20 years. It's also got the Venus energy in here in the Aquarius, wanting to help you as well. Venus is all about balance and harmony, beauty and love here, that's here to help and guide you. Now, the Knight of Wands is indicating more adventure coming into your life. As I did mention, adventure being your 9th house energy here, and it's coming in with this really passionate, inspired energy coming in here as well. So lots more adventures on the table for you, Libra, and more growing your education or your knowledge on metaphysical or religious subjects. So thank you so much for joining me, Libra. I will see you again next week. Welcome, Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be reading the astrology chart for you this week, letting you know where the planets are at the moment and how they may be affecting you over this current week. Also going to be pulling your tarot to bring you your message for the week ahead. Now Scorpio, let's take a look at your sign first of all to see what's going on for you, Scorpio. In the charts, it's a little empty in your house. So if I take a look in your opposition, we've got Taurus energy, which is your 7th house. If you are a Scorpio ascendant, Taurus, your 7th house is all about relationships. It's also Taurus energy, so it's how you find comfort too, being comfortable within your relationships. Now Uranus wants you also to be uniquely yourself in your relationships, and finding that balance between pleasing another person and pleasing yourself as well. So finding a balance and harmony here, and finding ways you can be uniquely yourself within relationships. Now taking a look at the planets that are here to help you, the energy here to help you this week, or in the chart, we've got the Pisces energy, which is Saturn. Saturn is one that wants to help you. Even though Saturn sometimes throws up challenges our way, it's only to make you grow and be stronger and feel a great sense of reward for the effort that you've put in here. It does require some kind of effort. It's not about sitting back waiting for the universe to provide for you. Saturn in Pisces is saying that you do have to put in a level of effort here as well. Now Neptune is also sitting in Pisces. Neptune wants to dissolve anything that is not working from you. I'm feeling past energy here. It's something that you've done in the past or have been doing up to now, and you may be wanting to leave that behind in the past. Now also having a look, Cancer's a little quiet at the moment. As I take a look at what is going on with your cards here, we might put this one down the bottom. Now we've got emotional overwhelm on the table for you, Scorpio. So it's a water sign. It's all about water and emotions. Now normally you deal very well with emotions. Sometimes you may lock them down deep, but I'm feeling that sometimes you push them down so much that they've got nowhere to go and they have to be released. So there could be a level of emotional overwhelming going on here. You could have been taking on a lot of energy. This Aries energy is saying that maybe you're being impulsive with your emotions or how you use your emotions. Impulsiveness can come off as temper tantrums or feeling like you have emotional outbursts at times, because we've got this energy of Aries being there as well. Now Aries is also saying have courage here, be strong, or don't be afraid to be the first to do something, or put your hand up and say I can do this, I can achieve this, I'm going to put those first steps down to do what I need to do. So don't be afraid and don't hold back here with the energy that we've got moving forward. Now we've got manifestation. We've got the Magician in the upright position, indicating that there's beautiful, powerful manifesting energy on the table for you. Do you need to put the work in? I'm feeling here there's the level of work that needs to be done, Scorpio, as we see the Saturn in Pisces, which is also here to help you. That Pisces energy is a trining aspect, and that energy is here to help you. So I feel like you do have to do, even though manifesting can be more thought-based intentions, I am feeling there's a level of boots on the ground work that needs to be done here as well. In order for you to achieve your goals, you do need to make steps. You do need to be not afraid to actually put boots on the ground and take those first steps that are important. Now we do have the 10 of Wands in the reverse position. That can just indicate something very simple this week. You could lose your keys, you could misplace something, you could lose something this week, or it could mean something much deeper. It could mean loss of money, having to be very careful where money goes, or it could be a need of emotional healing that could be going on with this emotional overwhelm. The Empress in the upright position is saying that you're nurturing, or you're needing nurturing at this time. Now you could be also consoling somebody over a loss, or nurturing somebody through and assisting them through certain losses this week as well. But be courageous at this time. It's saying be fearless at this time. I'm feeling for you, Scorpio. As I take a look what else is going on in your chart, Scorpio, we've got Leo over there trining your energy. Now Leo's got Mars in there at the moment, so over there in Leo, Mars for you, Scorpio, is going to be your 10th house. This is your house of career, your house of your job, or what you do as your role in life. Now there's extra energy here with Mars. Mars wants you to be competitive, it wants you to be impulsive, it wants you to get in and use this energy to achieve in your career or your job, or moving forward, make great leaps and bounds in this area. Now being in Leo, it could be that it's opportunities to provide yourself to shine, to show how you are a good leader, or you're able to lead certain projects, or you're quite capable of taking on more duties, more responsibilities, or promotions here as well. Beautiful energy for promotions, beautiful energy for showing leadership skills or being able to take the lead in certain situations here. Now we also have got Aquarius energy here that is squaring your energy. Now Aquarius for you, Scorpio, is your 4th house. This is making changes around your home. So it could be renovations, it could be changing the paint color, changing furnishings, or it could be changing your issues around family. Some moving in, some moving out. So some kind of changes is going on around home and family for you, Scorpio. This is taking place over a few years, but you could notice these things with this energy going on, with that impulsive or extra energy coming in with the Leo across there as well. So thank you so much for joining me, Scorpio. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I will see you again next week. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs, to your tarot and astrology reading for the week ahead. This reading will go from the 30th of December through to the 5th of January. I'm going to be reading the astrology chart for you, letting you know where the planets are at the moment and how they may be affecting you this week. I'm also going to be pulling your tarot for your message for the week ahead, taking a look at the activity that's currently happening in your house, Sagittarius, which will be your 1st house if you're a Sagittarius ascendant. We are looking at the moon currently sitting there today, the 30th of December. Now this could be indicating heightened intuition. It could be also indicating heightened emotions. The moon is all about emotions, also about feeling emotionally fulfilled. So here we're also sitting next to Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication, so it's indicating that maybe you're needing to communicate your emotional needs here. It can also be the planet, Mercury also represents advertising, marketing, communication, and learning new things. So these things could be coming into play in your 1st house, as we have Mercury sitting there in your 1st house, Sagittarius. Now across from you over there in Gemini, in your opposition house, which is your 7th house of relationships, we have got Jupiter. Jupiter is a planet of luck, expansion and growth. So things could be expanding within relationships for you, or it could be issues within relationships, or your actual relationship could be growing and going to the next level. Now looking also here at the other planets around you and what is here to help you, Sagittarius, we're taking a look at Leo. Over there, Leo has Mars, and that's bringing in extra energy. Now Leo for you, Sagittarius, is your 9th house, so there's a lot more energy or emphasis being placed, or energy happening in the 9th house. This could be the urge to travel, the urge to have higher learning or learn new things. It could also be the urge to look into metaphysical subjects such as astrology and tarot, learning new things around that, or it could be religious subjects as well that takes place over there. But it's all about adventure as well, and exploration, exploring new things. This could also be overseas travel. So this here is energy. This extra energy from Mars that's sitting in this placement is indicating that this is an extra drive or push in these certain areas. Now also here to help you is the Aries sign, the Aries energy, as we work through past wounds and traumas with that Chiron, the wounded healer, and the North Node has been sitting there for 18 months in this energy, helping you to merge what you're meant to be doing in this life. So merging your, it could be family related here, I feel as well. It's taking place in Aries, so for you, this is going to be your fifth house, your fifth house, all about your how you find creativity and fun. So incorporating your pleasure and what you do in your life that you really enjoy and find pleasure and happiness from, but also creative energy, incorporating this into your mission in life and what you're meant to do. Only here for another 2 weeks as it moves backwards into Pisces, and then it won't have that same kind of aspect to your energy. It'll completely change the energy for your sign. But at the moment, how it stands, it is saying that it's giving you drive to incorporate your mission in your life in a very Aries way, in your fifth house, about finding fun and creative. So go out there and get it when it comes to being very creative or finding joy and pleasure in your life. Now the cards on the table are indicating that we're having to work with other people. So it's all about love and connection and finding and cooperation. So finding balance and harmony within relationships or the people around you. So being able to see both sides of a situation or understand other people's feelings are valid as well. But it's really about putting your heart on your sleeve and understanding that affects other people as well here. Now with the cards for the week, for your message for the week ahead, we've got the Queen of Wands sitting in, the Queen of Pentacles is sitting in the upright position in her true power. Now she's very sensible, she's very work orientated, she's all about getting things done. She's sitting in her strength and her power, so she's able to get things done. She's not just the ideas and then it stops there. She's the one that knows how to initiate and how to get things done. So we've got really good strong energy on the table for moving things forward. Now we've also got the love on the card on the table as well. Twice we've got love and connection and love cooperation. So your reading, Sagittarius, is all about other people. It's about manifesting the perfect relationship, manifesting the perfect people to come into your life to bring you the experiences that you need in your life. Now the Magician's in the upright position, indicating beautiful manifesting energy going on at this time. Love, Ace of Cups, is indicating that you're having your cup filled at this time. Lots of beautiful relationships and or family around you. Filling your cup at this time can also be joy for things that you love to do as well, for passion, for things that are creative and that bring you great fulfillment in your life. So Sagittarius, I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I will see you again next week. Welcome Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs to your tarot and astrology reading for the week ahead. I'm going to be reading the chart for you, letting you know where the planets are at the moment and how they may be affecting you this week. I'm also going to be pulling tarot for you for your message for the week ahead. So the week ahead will go from 30th of December through to the 5th of January. So taking a look at your sign first of all, Capricorn, we are in Capricorn season, which means the sun is sitting in your first house. Here it's asking you to shine your beautiful light, show who you really are. It's opportunities for you to find fulfillment in your life, to find how you shine in the world and what makes you really feel like you're living a fulfilling life, feeling in what you do, in your personality, in everything you do. It's about seeing the world through a positive lens here, because it's all about how you see the world. But I feel that sun is bringing beautiful positive energy and asking you to see the world in a positive way this week. Now we've got cards on the table for you as I just take a quick look at the chart to see what's going on over there. Now in your opposition position, it's quite quiet. Squaring your energy, there's a lot going on there with Aries still working through past traumas. We also have the North Node currently sitting there, which will be leaving. Now this energy for you, Capricorn, is your fourth house. This is your family and your home. North Node has been sitting in this placement, aspecting you and affecting your fourth house of family and home for 18 months, but it's about to move backwards back through to Pisces, where it will no longer affect you in this way. Now what that is saying, that it's looking at how family and home are connected to your life purpose, your mission in this life. Now the North Node can sometimes bring us situations that feel a little bit uncomfortable or feel like you don't have enough experience in that area. So hopefully you've learnt a lot over the last 18 months with this placement, and hopefully you've been able to integrate your family and home into your life mission in this life. As I said, it moves on on the 15th of January. So taking a look at the planets that are here to help you and what is going on, the only other trining energy that we have got is Uranus in Taurus. This Uranus energy is asking you to be uniquely yourself. It's asking you to find ways to free yourself from burdens or ways in situations or problems that make you feel held down. I want you to be uniquely yourself and find joy and harmony in your life in that way. Now, with the cards on the table are the Ten of Cups in the reverse position. This is saying misalignment. So it feels like almost like your things may be going astray. Plans that you had around family or home may be changing. So I feel like it may be your values that you once had are changing. As I said, there's movement going on with the North Node moving out of your 4th house. So this could indicate that your values may be changing as this placement moves on. You've worked hard to rectify and balance things that have felt difficult or struggles, but maybe those things are now longer going to be an issue for you. You may have worked or dealt with those struggles or got them into some kind of alignment. But I'm feeling what the energy it's giving me here with the Ten of Cups here. It's all about happy families when it's in the upright position. But when it's in the reverse position, it's all about things maybe not quite so harmonious, maybe a level of dissatisfaction because we've got the Nine of Cups also in the reverse position. So it could be indicating struggles around relationships or home, family related. Now, keep in mind that, as I said, the North Node will be exiting your 4th house of family in the next 2 weeks. So things may start to lighten up there for you. Now, if I'm looking over at your opposition position, we're looking what's going on there in Cancer. Cancer is a little quiet at the moment. So I'm feeling it's not affected by what's going on. I feel this is coming in from the North Node. The North Node is a very powerful placement. It's a shadow of the moon. It's not actually a planet, but it is a very powerful sign to have in your house of home or family, working through these problems around your relationships going on, family dynamics around you, having to work hard to bring some kind of alignment into your life, integrating it into what your mission in this life is, but also where this feeling of dissatisfaction is. As I said, the North Node can sometimes feel uncomfortable as we work through things we're not familiar with, but in the ultimately overall, this is meant to grow, help us be stronger and help us to grow and move through our mission in this life further enhance our life through our hard work that we do. Now, the Nine of Swords also in the reverse. All your cards are in the reverse position today. Capricorn is saying that you're needing to recover. Now, I do feel this is connected to the North Node that's been sitting in your 4th house for the last 18 months. So that's been quite strenuous, stressful even, or being able to, lots of feelings of dissatisfaction there, or trying to align things has felt very difficult or challenging. Now that means that you're needing to recover. Now, as I said, it is going 2 weeks, it moves placements, and that may bring you relief after that. But over this next 2 weeks, while it's still sitting there, please recover. Please take time just to lay low almost. I'm feeling with this energy. Don't get too stressed out by anything at this time because it does move on in 2 weeks. Now, no progress. Page of Pentacles in the reverse position is saying that things feel like they're not really moving at the time. So it could be relationships of any kind. It could be work relationships. It could be romantic relationships. I do feel strongly a lot of energy around family energy here because of that North Node moving through the family sign, through the 4th house. Could be struggles around your house or your housing situation as well. But I do feel like there is a level of it feels like there's no progress being made at the time. Now, it could be because it's the time of year when a lot of things slow down or businesses close. So that means that you're not making much progress in certain areas. But it is saying just take this time just to recover, just to relax. Now, I can see that you've got this beautiful, generous, warm-hearted energy here with the Leo. It's saying, and Leo currently has Mars sitting in it. So that brings in extra passion. It brings in impulsiveness, can be competitiveness or conflict, but it can also bring in stamina and strength, can bring in courage, it can bring in strong energy coming into this area. Now, I can see this beautiful, warm, generous energy around you is indicating that you're either a very warm and generous person or that somebody around you, you're needing someone around you to be warm and generous or show their warm, generous side. Now, we've got keeping to yourself here as the predictions, personal predictions card. So I am feeling that this is all about avoiding certain people. I feel like maybe things could escalate or tension could heighten around these cards here with certain relationships around you. So at this time, it's just saying just recover your energy from those people. Just build up your strength here. It's saying avoid people or keep to yourself. So certain situations have been stressful to your energy. You're needing to just really recover. Don't worry about what progress is not being made here. Just take this time to really recover your energy at this time. So thank you for joining me, Capricorn. I hope you have a beautiful week, and I will see you again next week. Welcome, Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs, to your Tarot Astrology reading for the week ahead. This week will go from the 30th of December through to the 5th of January. Now I'm going to be reading the chart for you, letting you know where the planets are at the moment and how they may be affecting you. I'm also going to be pulling tarot for your message for the week ahead. Taking a look at your chart first of all, it's still just over there in Aquarius. We've got 2 planets sitting there. Pluto, of course, it's going to be there for 20 years, wanting to shake things up and make some changes. That's going to further help you in whatever your mission is in this life. It's going to bring you closer to that. But that will take place over 20 years, so it's not going to happen over this 1 week. But at the moment, we've got Venus sitting there in your first house. Venus is the planet of companionship. It's also luxury, money, it's love, it's balance and harmony. So there's got this energy of wanting to be more balanced here, especially because we've got the Temperance in the upright position, to find a little bit more balance in your life this week. Now it could be things that you've felt have been a little bit unfair, because we've got this Justice card. As I say that, I look down and I see fairness and justice. So certain situations around you may feel like you pull the lion's share of the weight. So it could feel like the situations don't feel quite balanced in your life. You feel like you have been unfairly allocated more of the workload, more of the responsibilities or the duties. Now the Authority card here with the Emperor is saying that sit in your power and strength here and take authority over these situations. If you feel like you are carrying too much of the weight, you need to reconcile this with others and make sure that they're carrying their share. Here I feel for you. Now it's all about balance, because especially where we've got that Venus sitting in your first house, it's about balance and harmony in your life is going to be very important over this current week. And fairness, making sure that you're standing up for yourself here and allocating what needs to be done, and making sure other people are doing their fair share as well. Now the Taurus energy is saying that beautiful week of peacefulness and contentment, really important, is going to be important for you. It's about finding a space within your home that makes you feel comfortable, that makes you feel content. And it's about really, and if you don't have one, it's about making sure that you can create one. So find a space within your home, or a space that you can make maybe your altar or your crystals set out, or something around you that you need to find a place where you feel really comfortable and feel really at home here, because I feel that's really important for your energy. Now we've got the 5 of Swords in the reverse position, and that says reconciliation. So it could be related to reconciling with somebody that you maybe haven't been seeing eye to eye with. But as I said, I feel like it's also reconciling balance here in your life and getting things fair, getting things more allocated a lot better, because we're reconciling injustices that have been done, because we've got the Justice in the upright position here as well. So it's about reconciling injustices that have been occurring around the balance in your life, balance with other people. So here it's all about finding balance, but taking authority to make sure you're standing up for yourself here and not just taking on everybody else's workload. Things may be a little bit not as expected here. We've got the not as expected card for your predictions card for this week. So the week may be a little bit different than what you were expecting it to be, but it is saying that it's very important at this time just to try and remain peaceful or content in this situation. Don't push past your comfort zone here, just to go as little as you want to go, or be as laid back as you want to be with this energy of Taurus. And here it's saying don't get too overwhelmed by whatever's going on here, but make sure you're finding contentment, or even if that means meditation, even if that means doing nothing, it means that you're needing to find some kind of contentment going on here as well. Now looking at the chart here for you across in your 7th house, we've got Mars energy at the moment over there in Leo, Aquarius. This is your house of relationships. So we've got this extra energy coming in around the relationships. Now Mars can be passion. It can be passion within your relationships. It can be extra stamina going on in your relationships. It's very masculine energy with this Mars, but it can also be conflict and competition as well. So just be aware of that. It can be also a little bit impulsiveness. It can be like this energy is feels like all this energy is in this area and you don't know what to do with it. Again, I think that brings it back to balance here. It's like trying to balance out all this extra energy that's coming from relationships or your significant other, and it's like trying to balance out that energy that person have. Now what I'm feeling here with this energy is that coming from the relationship house or the relationships around you, there's so much energy and drive, passion, energy coming in, and you're needing to really balance this out with peacefulness, because this energy feels intense that's coming in from Mars in Leo over in your opposition house. And being that it's opposition aspect feels a bit like a bit of a tug of war with your energy, so it's like push and pull energy, which feels like a bit of a struggle, or and not that it's problem energy, it just feels like you're wanting to be peaceful and relaxed and wanting to just go with the flow energy against this energy coming in opposite you, which is Mars wanting to be driven energy, motivated energy. So it's almost like push and pull energy can be coming in from opposition, being that's just push and pull energy, or it can be coming in from relationships in your life. So here I'm also looking at other things that are here to help you over this current week. We've got we've got Jupiter in Gemini wanting to expand and grow situations. Now it could be that certain situations in your life have expanded. Your duties or your responsibilities perhaps have expanded. I know with my situation that's the case, and it's just saying that you're just wanting to just kick back a little bit and relax because there's been so many duties. Actually, this really makes sense to me. It usually does come together because I have one of my responsibilities. I'm raising puppies, and I always like to give you a little bit more Aquarius because I'm an Aquarius and ascendant. So I always like to tell you little bits about me and only ever do this in the Aquarius reading. I've been raising French Bulldog puppies, and I've got 2 litters running, and one of those litters are going off this week. So I will feel a little bit more peacefulness, a bit more laid back as one lot of my duties gets released here as well. So that really does make sense to me as well. Now thank you so much for joining me, Aquarius. I hope that you find the peacefulness and the contentment that you need this week. I hope your week, even if it doesn't go as expected, I hope it's still a beautiful week ahead. So thank you for joining me, Aquarius. I will see you again next week. Joining me, Pisces, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs for your astrology and tarot reading for the week ahead. I'm going to be pulling cards for you for your message for this week, as well as reading the astrology chart to let you know what the planets are doing and how they may be affecting you this week. Now I'm also I'll be pulling your tarot as I go, and starting this week will go from the 30th of December through to the 5th of January. So let's start with your sign first of all, Pisces. There's some things coming up for you in the next 2 weeks that's going to be very important. We've got the North Node currently sitting in Aries. It moves backwards in a sign and stays in a sign for 18 months. North Node represents your mission in this life, your soul's purpose. It can feel uncomfortable because it's things that we're not very experienced with, but this is moving into your first house in 2 weeks' time. So I will go through that further when this happens in 2 weeks, but this is coming. So there's a little bit of anticipation energy that could be circulating around you because something big is happening. We've got that North Node moving into your sign. I do believe coming up while that's in your sign, there will be an eclipse taking place in your sign of Pisces next year, early next year as well. So I will update you when that's happening as well, because that's going to affect you greatly, that energy of that solar eclipse. So let's get into your reading for this week. As I take a look at areas that are here to help you, the trining aspects of the chart, I'm looking at other water signs, Scorpio and Cancer, do not have any planet placements at the moment, so that energy is feeling very light. Now I am seeing here on the cards the truth revealed. You may be uncovering certain truths this week, or insightfulness. You may be going down some rabbit holes on the internet, or just around your work life or your family life. You may be uncovering the truth of certain situations. Now the Capricorn energy is saying that you need to be very cautious this week. Don't take too many risks this week. Now I'm feeling like you're getting insights. Insights are going to be very important this week, but it is saying that don't take too many risks this week physically as well. We've got the Star of Hope in the upright position, indicating a positive outlook for this week, positive outcome for this week ahead for you, Pisces. Beautiful week ahead. Now the Eight of Wands is indicating swift outcome. So whatever it is that you're waiting on is going to happen very fast, or the energy feels really quick and heightened this week, but it feels really beautiful energy, quite positive energy. Now I do see the King of Wands. He's sitting in the reverse position. He's not sitting in his full power, so he's normally very charming, very charismatic. When he's sitting in the reverse position, he can be quite the opposite. So this could indicate either that you could be going through mood swings where you're not quite feeling yourself, or people around you could be feeling like they're just a little bit off this week. They're not quite sitting in their power. Maybe that's because they're feeling drained, emotionally tired. Maybe they've been through something for a long time, because we've got the Nine of Wands in the upright position, saying this talks about certain things that you've been through or been going on for a long time. Now it could be that we've got the Saturn. Saturn is in your 12th, Saturn is in your first house, Pisces, especially if you're an ascendant Pisces. It's your first house, and Saturn over here is challenging. Saturn brings in challenges and obstacles and hurdles in order for us to achieve. Now if we do the work, make the effort, and overcome or get through these situations, it's going to benefit us in the long run, and it will feel very much like a reward for effort. So it will feel very a sense of feeling like I've achieved something because I've put in the work, I've done the work to achieve. But I'm feeling this energy here could feel a little draining. Sometimes Saturn in your first house may feel draining and may feel like, wow, this is going on for so long, I feel a little bit drained by it. Having to have this great resilience while this energy is there with this Nine of Wands. But I do feel like the outcome, it will be swift, even though it has been, as I'm talking about Saturn has been in your first house for a very long time. It feels like certain things you could speed up a little bit this week, and you could feel like you're having some great outcomes, some positive, successful outcomes this week in moving through certain situations. Positive outlook here on the cards on the table, positive outlook and positive outcome for you on the table this week in a very quick way. So I feel like you've been very resilient. You've been keeping it together very well through this last few months, but I feel like you may find it actually start to see some results this week. Now it is saying be cautious, of course, with any physical activity that you're doing this week. Might just have a look at what is aspecting you, Pisces. Virgo's a little quiet there in the opposition position. We have got an aspect of Jupiter in Gemini. Now Jupiter in Gemini for you is your fourth house. This is your home and family situation. This is all about expansion and growth. So you could be extending your home, you could be looking at growing your family, expanding your family, maybe expanding, or your home may be expanding, or you may be looking at these kind of things that's going on. Now over there in Sagittarius is very active. This is your 10th house of career, your work, or what you do as your role in life. Currently today, the 30th of December, we've got the moon there, so it's needing to find fulfillment, emotional fulfillment from what you do in your role in life. Do you feel fulfilled by it? It's feel in an emotional level, because we've got that moon energy. It could also indicate heightened emotions coming in at your job or your workplace. So you need to be very wary of that, or understand that this is happening because the moon is sitting there in your 10th house at the moment, just today on the 30th, and then it moves out of that sign. Now we also have sitting over there is communication from Mercury, indicating that you're needing communication lines to be open and clear during this week or this time that Mercury is sitting there in your work house, your career house. It is saying that you very beneficial to you at this time to work on your marketing skills or advertising or sales here. Very, very beneficial to your career or your prospects in the future. So thank you so much for joining me, Pisces. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I will see you again next week.